I'd say so.
So what would your strategy today be?
Strategy today is to keep cool, calm and collective.
Yeah.
And not let my ego get into it.
All right.
And be a team player.
All right. If you were to win some money today, what would you do with it?
I'd love to go on holiday with one of my best friends to Mauritius, Paradise Island.
Right.
Something off the bucket list, really.
Let's do that. All right, Adam, I wish you well. Cash bid around. Each correct answer is worth £1,000. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I wish you luck. Your time starts now. An egg separator splits the whites from what part of an egg?
Yolk.
Yolk.
Correct. What was introduced at Wimbledon in 1971 at 8 games all in a set?
Yellow balls and tiebreaker.
Correct. What season did Keats call close bosom friend of the maturing sun?
Moon.
Autumn. What word precedes Mr. Banks and Private Ryan in two Tom Hanks films?
Saving.
Sailing.
Correct. The coconut species of what crustacean is known for its incredibly strong claws?
Coconut crabs.
Pass.
Crab.
You should know that. He's going to Mauritius.
Distillery was featured on Irish banknotes to mark its 400th anniversary?
Pass.
Bushmills. What London landmark by the Thames is inscribed with Egyptian hieroglyphs?
British Museum.
Cleopatra's Needle.
Oh, yeah.
Her name is Noel is the first line of what hit for the band Wheatus?
Pass.
Teenage Dirtbag. What parts of the body touch the floor in the crane yoga pose?
Knees.
Hands. Ginsters is the UK's best-selling brand of what called no time to get there for you at
Pasty.
£3,000. Starts now. In 2000, Ian Wright was awarded an MBE for services to what sport?
Football.
Correct. The Anschluss was Germany's annexation
Austria.
of Austria prior to what war?
World War II.
Correct. The Boy with a Thorn in His Side is a song by what Manchester band?
Oasis.
Smiths. The symbol on Superman's chest is a red letter S on what colour background?
Yellow.
Correct. In the 1970s, Aberdeen became the main onshore base of what North Sea industry?
Oil.
North Sea oil.
Correct. First seen in 1986, the Galapagos pink land is a species of what lizard?
Pass.
Iguana. A duet from the opera Lakme was famously used in adverts for what airline?
British Airways.
Correct. The Toro scale measures the intensity of what violent and destructive storms?
Hurricanes.
Tornadoes. Which Republican was US
Alright,
president at the time of the Falklands crisis?
Reagan.
Correct. What word links a percussion instrument with part of a washing machine?
Tumble.
Drum. Bad luck. Drum.
Drum.
£6,000.
Happy with that.
Oh yeah, happy with that. Let's get your handbag. I wish you luck, Emma. Your time starts now. Which cartoon character starred in the 1943 short film Super Rabbit?
Bugs Bunny.
Roger Rabbit. Bugs Bunny. The Hindu god Shiva is often seen bearing what three-pronged spear?
Trident.
A trident. In John's Gospel, who had been in his tomb for 4 days when Jesus arrived? Lazarus. Kenyan Produce was the original name of what company famous for its nuts? KP. Which political leader graduated in law from the University of Havana in 1950?
Fidel Castro.
Fidel Castro. Which poet wrote of the 1916 Easter Rising, A Terrible Beauty is Born?
Oscar Wilde.
Heaney. W.B. Yeats. What video game company released the NES Classic Edition in 2016? Nintendo. Correct. Warwick Road North in Old Trafford was renamed after which Manchester United manager? That would have been Matt Busby. Okay, psychoanalyse that minute. What happened? Dreadful ball involves panic. Now, which Muppet character does Miss Piggy refer to as Kermit?
Kermit the Frog.
The Frog. Correct. Which legendary outlaw gives its name to a bay and village on the Yorkshire coast?
Robin Hood. Or Dick Turpin.
Robin Hood. Originally run at Catford, the Gold Collar is a race in what sport?
Horse racing.
Greyhound racing. In
Collar.
1915, Indiana's Root Glass Company patented what soft drinks contour bottle?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Correct. Who appointed Philip Hammond as Chancellor of the Exchequer? Theresa May. Correct. Which poet wrote the lines, "What though the field be lost, all is not lost"?
Shakespeare.
I don't know. Milton. In what film musical does Mr. Coggins sell a car that proves to be magical?
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Correct. What Antipodean holiday celebrates two countries' forces at Gallipoli?
Anzac Day.
Do you know what that would have been? Well, would have been Anzac Day, that.
Oh, of
Of
course.
course, Gallipoli, yeah. All right, look. Rita, great, £4,000. Time starts now. What nationality is a native Dubliner?
Irish.
Correct. The Peruvian apple is a variety of what prickly plant?
Cactus.
Correct. What superhero vehicle was designed in the 60s by George Barris?
The Batmobile.
Batmobile, yeah,
Correct. Who
Superman.
wrote and performed the soundtrack to the film Superfly?
Pass.
Curtis Mayfield. The Giro di Lombardia is a cycling road race in what country?
France.
Italy. Polymnia was part of what group of sister goddesses?
Muses.
Pass.
Muses.
Yes.
Zaterdag is the Dutch word for what day of the week?
Saturday.
Correct. A game of chess is the second part of what T.S. Eliot's poem?
Pass.
The Wasteland. The Shropshire Union is what type of man-made waterway?
Canal.
Canal.
Correct. Which former British monarch married in June 1937?
Edward the Sixth.
8th. What sitcom was based on Eric Chappell's play The Banana Box?
Duke of Windsor, in other words.
Pass.
Rising Damp. Old English in Shetland are breeds of what dog?
Pass.
Sheepdog. The Gayatri Mantra is addressed to the sun in what religion?
Pass.
Hinduism. The Six Nations rugby tournament begins in what month?
February.
Correct. Which famous operatic composer was born in Pesaro, 1792?
Mozart.
Rossini. Mittens are made to cover what body parts?
Hands.
Correct. Hello, I Must Be Going was a hit album for Phil who?
Collins.
Don't know. Pass.
Collins. In what Gunter Grass novel does Oscar refuse to grow up?
Peter Pan.
The Tin Drum. What word for a sliver of wood describes a breakaway group?
Splinter.
Splinter.
Correct. The Bass Strait separates mainland Australia from what island?
Tasmania.
Correct. What athletics event involves throwing a spear?
Javelin.
Yeah.
Correct. Grace Jones had a 1986 hit with Pull Up to the What?
Pass.
Curb.
Bumper. Simon de Montfort was killed in what 1265 battle?
Pass.
Evesham. Greece. Yeah, they were tough. They were tough. 11. Starts now. What wetlands in Florida are simply known as the
Everglades.
Everglades.
Correct. What Swedish company produces Crackster tables?
Ikea.
IKEA.
Correct. What pasta is traditionally used in the dish cacio e pepe?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Correct. Who did Greg Clark succeed as chairman of the FA in 2016?
Greg Dyke.
Correct. The term co-seismal is associated with what natural phenomenon?
An earthquake.
Correct. What was the
Sergeant.
first Wallace and Gromit film to win an Oscar?
Wrong trousers.
Correct. In France, what would you buy at a marchand de vin?
Pass.
Stop the clock. Wine. Correct. We push the chaser back. 6 required. Your time starts again now. Who was president of Egypt during the Six-Day War with Israel?
NASA.
NASA.
Correct. Who wrote the operetta The Gondoliers with William Gilbert?
Puccini.
Sir Arthur Sullivan.
Correct. What gland in the neck controls cell metabolism?
Thyroid.
The pituitary.
Stop the clock, Basil.
It's not in the neck, is it? The children.
Sorry, I
It's
don't
in
know.
the skull.
Correct answer is thyroid.
Yes.
For the catch. Time starts again now. Brian Hooper was a British Olympian in what athletics event?
Pass.
Shot put.
Stop the clock.
Sprinting.
No, correct answer is pole vault.
Right.
For the catch, here we go. Your time starts again now. What's the Federal Police Force of Canada called?
Maddies. RCMP.
The Royal Mounted Police.
Stop the clock. What's the Federal Police Force of Canada called?
Royal Canadian
The
Mounted
Royal
Police.
Canadian
That's
Police.
right.
It's
RCMP.
also wrong. It's the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, or just the Mounties would have done us. For the catch.
I think I can claim that one.
Again. Now, Tessa Peake Jones played Raquel in what long-running sitcom?
Pass.
Stop the clock.
Penny Fools and Horses.
Is correct. We
Yeah.
push the chaser back.
Good on you.
5 required. Your time starts again. Now, PRK laser surgery is used on what human sense organ?
The eye.
Correct. Which 2 letters form the chemical symbol for radon?
RA.
Stop the clock. That is wrong.
RD.
RD is wrong. Correct answer is RN.
Ugh.
Chaser, your time starts again. Now, what is 0.5 multiplied by 2?
1.
1.
Correct. The Kabukiza is a theatre in what Asian capital city?
Tokyo.
Correct. Which American rapper released the 2016 single Fade?
Ye.
Pass.
Stop the clock.
Go for Kanye West.
Kanye West.
Kanye West is right. We put
No.
the chaser back.
Guess.
3 required. The time starts again. Now, Viva El Rey means long live the king in what language?
Spanish.
Spanish.
Correct. What pharmacy chain used the advertising slogan, let's feel good?
Boots.
Correct.
Ugh.
On what continent is the Congo Basin?
Africa.
Correct.
Oh, I got within 5 seconds.
Wow. Okay, 7 attempts to push back, 3 executed. Caught with 5 seconds remaining. That was an excellent effort.
Yeah.
Pushing him back, I thought it was great, brilliant. We needed one more. Played really, really well. The only player to get through on
If
the
you've got the
head-to-head, though,
Mounties one, that might have made the
so
difference.
well played. Kudos for that. I have to take away the £6,000 though, unfortunately. I've got to say you have been caught. If you finally, the chase is over. What I've got to say, boy, you made hard work of that.
Because, as I say, it's an unpredictable game. I took my time and anything could have happened. But I'm glad I won and I'm not going to gloat. Well played, Nathan. Thank you.
Nathan